Well, you know, we're in a cultural revolution when even Chick-fil-A apparently has had a DEI officer since 2020, according to Fox Business News. A DEI officer. This from a company who makes no bones about having a Christian worldview and operating its business from that perspective. Now, for those that don't know, DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I assume that a DEI officer basically deals with everything pertaining to the woke stuff that is pretty much now a part of doing business, regardless if you see wokeness as a positive or a negative. The fact is that the woke crowd can quickly turn into a woke mob at your business, ready to kick down your door if you do not comply with their demands. Which in this case would basically be to have the diversity, equity, and inclusion in your business that they think you should have. And of course, they have the full support of the government and much of the media. Given Chick-fil-A's reputation thus far, I am compelled to give them the benefit of the doubt. My guess is that Chick-fil-A had to hire a DEI officer in order to fend off any potential attacks from the woke mob. Perhaps in Chick-fil-A's case, their DEI officer is not there to implement and also enforce the typical DEI nonsense, but rather to navigate their way through what has now become a politically charged cultural storm in which businesses fear becoming shipwrecked. Could it be that God is guiding Chick-fil-A through this severe and potentially damaging storm, with the help of a DEI officer that is not looking to comply, but rather looking to beat the woke mob back and keeping it from kicking in the door? Now, I know a pessimist is probably thinking right now, that's just wishful thinking. And perhaps it is. An optimist and a Chick-fil-A fan is probably thinking, the whole story is fake news. My first reaction was, honestly, to be honest with you, my first reaction was, oh no, not Chick-fil-A. Say it ain't so. I don't really know what to make of it. But I think that Chick-fil-A has thus far earned, at the very least, some grace until we get more details. But for now, pray that Chick-fil-A has not and will not give in to the woke mob. Pray that the DEI officer at Chick-fil-A is really there to keep the woke mob at bay. Pray that God uphold the people and the leadership at Chick-fil-A, and that they find the courage and fortitude to triumph over the evils of this cultural war. If you think I'm throwing around the word evil too loosely, just look up the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence and see what they are doing and what's going on with them. And then tell me I'm overreacting by calling wokeness evil. Victor David Hanson has his finger on the pulse of this nation and sums it up best, saying, "This is a full-fledged cultural revolution against traditional America." And with that, I say to you, get yourself on the right side of that revolution. Goodbye.